Hello everyone and welcome back to Neopets, the Darkest Faerie. Last time we did some exploring and found out a whole bunch of different things, found some treasures. But now I think it's finally time that we get along with what we're supposed to be doing, which is going back to see if we can get permission to actually become a squire from our parents. Which is going to be difficult, let's just say the least. Well, the bridge is back to normal, but, remember what I said to remember about the Mortog right there? Well, he's just gonna be floating on top of the water pretty much for the rest of the game, I think. Especially when we return there. It's kind of a missed detail that just looks a little bit off. But, oh, apparently you're just gonna keep following us everywhere, huh, old knight? Who does not sound like an old knight at all. Come to think of it, I actually haven't really looked a whole lot into the detail of the old knight.
Huh?
I don't know, just something with the modeling is just a little bit strange, like having a really luscious ponytail off of a dog.
Nah. Hmm. Hmm. Oh.
Sometimes your parents are right, and if they're not right, you need to show them why they're wrong. Okay, I gotcha. Come to think of it, when it comes to actually his armor, he's wearing a crest of somewhere that we've never... don't really notice anywhere. That sun. Also creepy teeth. Meanwhile, looks like you really did a good job on the bridge, Brendel. I have to assume that he did this all by himself, and he's going to be off to deal with the bridge at Illisen's Glade, apparently, because other bridges have actually been torn down. If you were actually wanting to go a little bit more exploring in other areas, because we could do more, you can actually head over to Illisen's Glade, and at the beginning of it, you'll notice that 1, Brendel's here, 2, the bridge is done. There's also another bridge that also has knocked down, but Brendel's not there at the moment. 1 bridge at a time. Also in our travels in one of the areas just outside of Meridel and Drakenbridge. Might as well pick up a water moat while I'm at it. Actually, this area is really good for picking up water moats, because there's one here, one in the immediate area off to the right there, right before where the water crests, and as well as the opposite side of the river, so there's a lot to do there. Plus, fighting the random enemies there, including a bandit, actually gave us a Peachpa, which is the 3rd tier of the restorative items. We're not going to be seeing a whole lot of it, for a while, let's just say that. Alright, time for... whoa. Whoa. Got enough time to load in there, huh, buddy? Okay. So there's really not much to see in Farm Road, but let's just say there's some premonitions that will make Tor's lip quiver, like so. Yeah, I kind of like that. There we go. Maybe it's just because the T-Rex looks like he has blood. He's bloodthirsty? I don't know. But every one of the farmers actually has something different to say, and it gives us a taste of the things that have changed slightly in the time that we've been gone, having to do with our sister, apparently. Huh? Shadowglen Woods? Okay. hopefully you're just teasing, because if it's a game of hide and seek, I have a feeling that she's going to be in the chest that we haven't actually dealt with. But now that we actually have a water elemental moat, we can deal with it. Lucy, are you in here? Come out before I explode the chest on top of you. Oh, nope, okay. Lucy, are you in this bottle? No, it's a Mirka speed potion, which is actually something that's more useful than I originally thought it was going to be. It's pretty much, it's a speed potion, so you're able to move a whole lot faster. It really means a lot later in the game when we're going to be doing a lot more traveling. But when you are able to get to certain places a lot faster, it definitely cuts down on time. I wonder what my parents are going to think of me coming back, not just with my wooden sword, but now I have a shield on my person. I don't know, who knows? Something weird could possibly happen. Hey, I'm home!
Tor, we were so worried.
When you didn't come back, we had Old Man Boggs watching the road for you.
And now your sister is missing too.
We sent her out to do your chores. She was supposed to pick some Juppies for dinner, but she hasn't returned.
She was upset that you were allowed to go to Meridel. She said she wanted to go on an adventure too. You don't think she...
She wouldn't go off into Shadowglen woods, would she? Son, you must look for her.
Please, Tor. It's getting late, and if she's lost and out alone after dark, who knows what could happen to her?
Hey, really good talk, Mom and Dad. I'm just gonna be over here. Hold on, I'm gonna get close to you, okay? No, just looking around is not gonna help, okay? Well, apparently we gotta find her.
Nah.
No, I haven't found her, and I'm probably never gonna find her. She's my sister. She can deal with herself. Okay, so getting our parents' permission is gonna have to wait a little bit because we have more immediate matters to address. Finding our sister. She really couldn't have just gone on to Shadowglen Woods. I really hope not. But we have more pressing matters on top of that to deal with, because we have a treasure to unearth and claim for ourselves that is in our own home. Right behind the ruined building here. Inside is something that we're not going to be using right now, but it's always good to stockpile. Fiora's potion. We have a Kavaris potion, which is a full health restorative item. This one is a full magical energy restorative item. So with that, we have we're really filling up our inventory really fast already. And with that, that's actually all the treasures in the family farms, so not a whole lot of reason to come back here other than to chop down crops ourselves. Hey, calm down, I know. I've been busy making sure I'm prepared before I go, guys, so don't worry about it. Time to go find Lucy. Who I guess is going to be all the way in, yeah? All the way out in the outskirts. I think what's best for me to do here before I set foot any further is to get myself in a companion. Dog of Fox is definitely going to help in terms of my attack strength. Gonna be taking advantage of what I can do when I actually get in here. Because, yes, we couldn't go in here before. But now we can head into Shadowglen Woods. Sectioned off by a tunnel of all things, but I guess we have to go through the small hill in order to reach it. Shadowglen Woods being a spooky place just because it's weirdly sectioned off from the rest of the world. Overgrown completely. This area, this what I could consider the first kind of dungeon, if you want to really do a dungeon style in terms of this game, is full of really open areas, mixed with a weird sense of verticality, which is like it sort of works and sort of doesn't work. So in terms of Shadowglen Woods, yes, it is a very gloomy place to be. It's going to be pretty much shadowed because of the canopy of the trees above us and other really weird plant life that has decided to grow here. In terms of our loadout with moats, equipping ourselves with earth moats on our armor and our shield is going to help for reducing our damage. In terms of making sure that we are fighting pretty okay against the various flower monsters here, the ones that are in the ground or able to actually sprout legs and come after you, first I really have to get rid of these guys because the long range guys mixed with the short range, they can really kind of do some damage on you. But the opposite of earth is going to be the wind, the air elementals. So using either fog or wind motes, depending on what you have, that is going to make sure that when you're fighting these guys, you can take them down in 1 to 2 hits. Most of them, anyways. It's going to help a great deal. So there's a bunch of places we can go. Let's start by going over this really precarious bridge, which doesn't really work as a bridge. Let's see where we can go, and making sure that our Doggo Fox has a healthy supply of health. This guy's super annoying. Hopefully I don't find a whole lot of enemies that love hanging off of the edge, because it makes getting to the top of the ledge really annoying. Shadowglen Woods also... What is that I just saw? Something is shooting at me. These places don't normally have enemies. What is happening? Because there isn't anything in the area that's doing that. Okay, never mind. Anyway, Shadowglen Woods has a few of these little pocket areas, and it's always good to go into here, because they usually stockpile treasures and other goodies inside of here. Still only have that one smoke boat. Haven't found any more. Don't want to buy them either. Oh, well, a Nova. Okay, Nova moats, always helpful. Get my... Something I never really take notice of is how much my moats do deplete. I'm still getting hit, but we have a starry nag that's inside of this bush. Like the red nags that increase your maximum health, starry nags, if you eat them, which you will always do, will increase your maximum magic. So that is super helpful when I'm using moats a lot of the time. I also like these ropes, because you can position the camera just right. I find that jump slashes actually have a lot more damage than I thought they did. Now in regions kind of like this, maps have their advantages and disadvantages. There's going to be places where a map is going to be super helpful because of how linear places are. Shadowglen Woods is it's linear in a sense, but because of the openness of every place that there is, you have the potential of running around in circles. Whoa, jeez. Forgot that these guys actually do that. Oh, get hit by my sword. Here we go. If you charge up a wind mote, it's not actually very effective because what I find with the air elementals is they're more used for defensive purposes than purely offensive. Especially when they cause knockback like that. Man, you're super annoying. Just hoping that I get like a residual stab that actually goes into him, and then I can actually do something. And I would deal with my poison, but I know after a certain point of taking damage, that the poison does cure itself. There's always a chance, but it's depending on how good your luck is. I don't even know if it's tied to clover luck either, of how quickly you recover status ailments. I would think it has some way of doing that. Also, isn't it great when the music can't decide whether it's going to be the peaceful music and the battle music? So, remember that book that was in the magic shop talking about a 12-leaf clover? Yeah, some places in the world will actually have one weirdly lying around, because even with the certain places in the world, like there was a clover patch or anything. But if you do come down to the southwestern corner here, closer to where that treasure is, you should be able to find it. If not, you might have to just walk around for it, but it's kind of just there for me in this instance. Alright, let's see here. Hey, where did you... What? Hey! Hey! You don't... No, you don't get to teleport on me. Oh my... Oh boy, there's a... Oh, this is a day. Is there... No? Am I just going crazy? Am I in the woods for too long? Anyway, hopefully they don't show up again. These woods are more spooky than I thought. A Nova Moat on top of there, and our chest is way off in the back. Containing... Oh, there we go. Always handy, another 4-leaf clover. Always need more of those. So helpful. These guys gonna show up again? Okay. It better not. Now I think in my routing here, if I'm looking closely, I think I'm actually in the position where I would progress further if I go up here. So I actually want to head back down to the main area, which had that log pointing up. I want to head there. So, if I want to do that, I'll actually have to make use of the weird rope system that's been put in here by someone. Who? I don't know. But I want to actually get back down there with all of the... pretty much the lake area. Right here! Looking through the hole of the rope. I don't think they ever intentionally planned for you to actually do that. But I find that it's a weird, mesmerizing effect. Don't need you, buddy. So the left path here actually just kind of loops around in a bunch of different places. Plus you have a gunner who is actually not doing his job of being long range and actually shooting at me. Instead being a really pain in the butt. Ever play like a first-person shooter and then just decide to like go, oh, I don't want to shoot bullets. I just want to go straight to the enemy and knock them with my gun. That'd be a weird challenge. There we go. Nice residual thing. And what are you? Huh. I still don't know actually how to pronounce this one. Is it Urgi or Urgi? Because it could be either. I think it's Urgi fruit. And what this weird kind of green looking thing is actually our 3rd tier magic restorative item. So we have all of the restorative items right now, and we haven't actually even technically started the game yet. I'll make a note of this pretty much in the next leg of the game, but really at this point it's mainly still feels like an introductory tutorialized kind of area. I want to get down there. If you actually look around, there should be a little path opening that's right here that leads us down. And oh boy. You know, I've had enough of this today. This is not what I want to see. There we go. I have to get closer to it. Silly looking poison flower monster. And then from that, we can just actually jump down here to all of these, well, they drop Baguses, so I guess they are the Bagus fruits. Which have the potential, well, actually almost the guarantee to explode. And when they explode, they just release a poison gas all over the place, which will make you poisoned. But they definitely give you a lot of Bagus fruit in order to compensate for it. But inside of here is something that we were told to go and get, the Arbendus flower. What a weird place for it to be, I guess, of all the places in Shadowglen Woods. The fragrant flower. Fragrant doesn't necessarily mean it's a compliment. And the sun mote for our last efforts. So with that, that's pretty much all of that route right up there, which leads to that. So we can actually head back all the way to the northwest side to see how we can actually progress through these Shadowglen Woods. If you're not entirely sure where to go, maybe play at a different time. I always have to play at a different time because of where I am. I get sun glare a whole lot, so playing in this area is actually really annoying because it's so dark. But climbing up these vines will lead you to what I could consider being like the third level elevation-wise for the Shadowglen Woods. There are flower monsters everywhere. Always makes the battle music chime up, all like crazy. This little outcropping is actually the one with the least amount of stuff in it. It does have these little trees, bushes inside of them, which are the only place where you can actually get Urgi fruit in the wilds. There's very few of these kind of bushes in the game, as far as I recall. But they're here, and if you're lucky enough, you will get a whole bunch of Urgi fruit out of them. Or Urgi fruit? Oh well. But then there's like this path all the way up here, which leads to nothing. And from the looks of this effect right up here, which doesn't actually tie itself to anything, I have a feeling that there was something that was supposed to be here that just got cut, or the planning just kind of got forgotten about? I don't know. There we go. Good, you ate it. I'm so glad. I like that it chimes up and you don't have an immediate sense of where your enemies are. Because they could be up above you, they could be below you, firing up at you. I don't know what the exact range of, like, enemy awareness is. It's just like, oh, there's enemies somewhere. Okay, we're in battle mode. Get ready. Now, I don't know what it was about this bridge area that kind of annoyed me. I think it was because the problem is I didn't realize that you could just jump across. So if you were to just like walk across that bridge, you're just going to get pot shots taken towards you from the flower monsters elsewhere, and that's just not fair. So why not cheat the system? Alright. Oh, okay, we're going down this time. Wait, come on. Oh, didn't get it that time. Man. This area has a whole bunch of stuff going on for it. One, golden grass, which are kind of like, it sticks out in the open. That gave me a whole lot of new points, yeah. That's a good chunk. I almost have 10,000 in my pocket. It's not bad. Also has a clover patch here, and for the life of me, I don't understand why when walking around in here, swiping my sword, doing whatever I feel like I need to actually do, it just won't produce a clover for me. Because it should. But I'll just say right now, like, it's going to be a while, but we do return to this place. Because we can't get all of the treasures in here. Maybe it shows up then? If not, it's just kind of here being a red herring for me. I want my clovers. They do supply you with a lot of fog motes, though, so that's always good. Supply me with the weakness of the enemies. Where is... Oh, over there. Way off in the distance, you have some range. Ah, more fog. And pretty much in the Shadowglen Woods, the first instance of getting a bubble mote is this small little river here. Now, what I want to do with this plant gunner is I want him to stop actually like meleeing me. Actually go over. See what I can do. There we go. I thought you were able to deflect shots. Deflecting shots is a little bit of a strange thing to do, and it's not reliable, but it's doable. All you have to do is block at the right time. Or block at all. But that's pretty much it for the Shadowglen Woods, because after here we have our save point and we reach our destination for the time being. And then we just go into the side of this hole, which apparently has something inside of it. But yeah, 2 treasures are still missing in here, and it's gonna be a while before we find them. Inside of the cave. I don't remember actually having control here, but okay. I'll just do some weird swaying and then just proceed in. Still haven't found Lucy, though. All the places around Shadowglen Woods. Oh, there she is. Hey! How long have you been up there? I don't seem too worried about anything. I have my sword going through me. But we have the first technical boss of the game, which is the Jabby monster. It's a weird mutant thing that lives inside of the woods. The Jabby monster is pretty simple to deal with because, well, you can coax him out by having him fight against, pretty much just smash his head where you originally were. Do a set amount of damage to him, and he will send out tentacles all over the arena that you have to take down. Pretty much keeping an air elemental mote on your sword at all times is definitely going to help you a whole lot with damage, which will make the fight go a lot faster too. I'm not entirely sure if he goes after you sometimes, or if he goes after the giant juppies that are also in the area there. Gotta find whatever decides to coax him and make the stupid face and sound. And then go bang. And then you're good. And then you just cycle the process. The tentacles can be a little bit annoying to deal with, especially when they blend into the background a whole lot. Because they do have the potential to grab you and throw you. I find that they do that rarely, though. And that should be it. Yeah, there we go. Whoop. Okay, I'm dead. I'm completely gone. Oh, no, I'm fine. Way to fall right on top of me. Maybe you shouldn't say anything that happened here. Oh, so you used the easy way, huh? I had to go through the entire woods in order to get up here, and instead you use a tunnel? Which is technically our only way out, because the way back is not there anymore. Sometimes with these bushes you do get some other restorative items, so I take my advantage of where they are and decide to do it. I think that's all here. Alright, let's use this so-called tunnel. Oddly enough, it's the tunnel that was right up top of our own family farm, where this bush is, which gives us a red egg. A really big one. But yeah, more health is always appreciated. So yeah, apparently an entrance to the Shadowglen Woods, to the lair of the Jabby monster, no less, is right outside our house. That's swell. Alright, well, apparently Lucy did not have enough patience to stand behind and not go with us. And I want everybody to see my dog too, so let's go inside.
And then I thought it was going to eat him, but he came at it. Ah-ya! And he cut off a tentacle, and it let out a big roar and tried to wrap tentacles around him. He was so brave.
I'm so proud of you, son. Wait until I tell everyone. Our own hero.
I can't stay. I've got permission to become a squire. I could become a knight of Meridel one day, and I need you to sign this paper.
Is this what you really want to do?
More than anything.
You've grown up faster than I realized. You'll make a fine squire.
My brother's going to be a knight!
Write to us. Often. And be careful.
And apparently, nobody is inside the... Oh. Nobody's inside the house, and my dog just faded into oblivion. Great! Jeez, what's the point of a house as big as this and nobody wants to stay in it? Jeez. But we've done it! Twofold, 2 rocks with 1 stone. We found Lucy, and as a result, we got our letter of consent signed. Yes, we can do whatever we want now. Including break more plates if I really wanted to, but let's not do that. And they had to pay for all of the pottery and whatnot in order to get fixed. Yeah, nobody is here. Everybody's just kind of disappeared out of the house. Apparently just went by me, but okay. Alright, everything's good, back to normal. Lucy's back, so that means we have a lot more work to do. Like her, watching the Winnies. Nothing's changed. Other than me having a signed piece of paper, that is. They'll laugh right at your face. Not yet. I have to make the whole trek back to Meridel in order to get that done. Yeah, it's all good. I'm just gonna wreck your shrubs and take your crops. Need some food for the journey. What were you... Wait, what were you just doing? Thanks, Dad. What are you doing? It's like looking at... Just looking at his hands going, what have I done? What have these hands done to my family? Anyway. There we go. A lot just happened. We went through the woods, we found Lucy, we got our paper signed. That means we can actually just head all the way back to Meridel now, to the recruitment center, and become a squire. And that's exciting. So, with that, I will see you next time, everyone, when we become a squire.